Hey sneakies, welcome back for some more Warframe on the PlayStation 4. Today we will be starting some Void missions in the game. The Void is a completely different area from the previous episodes in the series. It's kind of actually hidden in the solar system, so you need these special keys that you acquire by completing certain missions like defense and survival missions. And there's three different tiers. There's either Tower 1, Tower 2, or Tower 3. Each one progressively gets more difficult. So the enemies on Tower 1 are pretty low level, 2 are medium level, and then 3 are the most difficult ones, at least currently in the build of the game. Because this game still is in beta form, so anything can change potentially. Now, I don't have every single key that's currently available in the game, but it's pretty easy to find people. If you just go into the social menu, you can actually go into a section called recruiting, and then there's always people advertising because they want people to help them complete it. So it's pretty easy to sit in there and find people to play with. And I am, of course, getting help from a lot of you sneakies too. I have some of the keys I don't have. Anyways, we're going to send some invites, and we will resume as soon as everybody is in here. Here we go. And this will be our lineup, sneakies. We have B. Jarky joining us as Frost. John Dorf will be Ember Prime. Meanwhile, the Cool Killer Pro is taking Ash. And then I will, of course, be Loki. He's one of my lower level Warframes, so I'll have a bit of a harder time getting through this, even though he's still going to... We're probably going to breeze through this, to be completely honest with you. This will be a Tower 1 capture, so our goal is to acquire 2 targets. Don't forget to leave a like, sneakies, if you're enjoying this series. The more likes we get, the faster these videos will keep coming out. And while you're at it, also hit subscribe so you don't have to miss another video in this series ever again. I do hope you enjoy. Here we go. Infiltrated. Alright, sneakies, and my question to you for this episode will be, what is your favorite strategy for capture missions? Let me know down in the comments below. Maybe some of us have better strategies than other people, although there are some pretty good strategies to use. For example, playing as Mag is pretty good because she can use her pull ability to stop the target from getting away. You can also use Volt's electricity to zap him and pretty much paralyze him for a bit. And there's always, of course, the trusty old jump in the air and slam down with your melee weapon and knock him on the ground. Pretty much we have to go and find 2 targets. They're indicated by these red boxes on the map, so you just have to follow them. And you'll also see in the Void we have some traps like this big circle there. Pretty much it shoots out lasers. It can also cause some waves to come out too. Now what you have to do is just shoot this inner part here, and that will actually take the laser out. You also saw that I shot the part that came out on top. That actually stopped it from spinning, so that's always a good strategy too. There are some mods that are specifically used for laser resistance that you probably haven't found any use for just yet. They do come in pretty good handy here, even though honestly you probably don't even really need to use them. Oh, I'll take that. That's right. Alright, here we go. This is the one that forces out like a energy ball. Pretty much just shoot on the top there, and we're good to go. And we still have 2 targets. Oh, man. Now, it's also worth noting... Oh, this jerk. All of the enemies on the Void missions are actually corrupted versions of the enemies that are on the regular missions. Specifically in the Void, you will find different versions of Grineer and also of the Corpus units. More or less, you're going to find more Corpus units, though. And then the Infestation units are actually located on a different area called the Auric and Derelicts, which we'll also be going through one by one once we eventually get there. Oh, looks like my teammates already captured one of them. Alright, so let's see if we can get to the second guy before they get to him. Now, aren't the environments in here really cool? Like, check that waterfall we just ran past. There is supposed to be some kind of storyline in the game when it eventually becomes a final release, and the Auric and Void does, of course, have some kind of purpose in that storyline. I'm not really entirely sure. I'm not even sure if they've released any information on it. We'll have to wait until we get closer to the finalization of that release. It is nice to use the Braden again, because I'm so used to... Oh, I'll take that. I just used a technique that Loki has called the Radial Disarm. Basically what it does is every enemy within his range that's firing a weapon or has a weapon equipped, specifically a gun, they automatically lose their gun and they're forced to use their melee attack. Meanwhile, here's the last guy we have, so we'll just capture him really quick. Oh, as soon as we knock him down... Oh, there we go. He's down for the count. Yeah, scream all you want, buddy. You're now in my Pokeball. Alright, so we got the 2 targets. Now we just have to get to extraction and get the heck out of here. There are also secret areas hidden around in here. They're called, like, treasure rooms, I guess. People actually specifically go on treasure runs. In order to actually find them, though, you have to really search around because they're hidden, of course. They don't want you to know exactly what they are. And if you do take the time to find them, there's, like, obstacle courses you go through. And the reward for actually doing so is actually worthwhile because you can get some rare mods. And as you know, mods are very important. Here's another one of Loki's important abilities, using invisibility. They have no idea what's coming for them until I ultimately have to come back into existence, basically. Alright. Poor pathetic fools. There's a nice decoy, even though I really don't need it anymore. Okay. Should be very close to the exit by now, I'm assuming. Oh, it looks like it's right in here. And that's Loki's other very awesome ability. He can switch teleport, meaning he can actually specifically target somebody and switch places with them. As you can imagine, he is the trickster, so very good handy use that comes in. Anyways, this is the extraction room on every void mission, so when you get here, you know you can finally leave. And we'll be doing so as soon as the last person gets up here, whenever they decide to catch up. Should be any moment now, hopefully. Yes, any moment now. Yep. Any moment now. Oh, looks like we got some enemies coming in. Let's go take care of some of them or have some fun with them. I'll try a radial disarm. This should be a lot of fun. You see that? They're all coming in guns blazing, and then they have to switch to their melee weapon, and they become easy targets for us. Oh, well, I was going to go back to the extraction as soon as I messed them up a little bit, but I guess we can wait a little bit longer. Where is this last guy? Who is this? Well, we're extracting anyway, finally. So we actually got a Tower 1 defense key for the reward, so that's pretty cool. We got a few mods, some resources too. Alloy plates are actually considered an uncommon resource in the game, but they're very plentiful in void missions. Void missions are also where you want to come if you're looking for control modules too. They are very abundant here. More so than the planet Europa, where they also supposedly drop, even though it's pretty uncommon there. Anyways, let's see. John Dorf, damage dealt, damage taken, B. Jarkey. Total kills goes to John Dorf. Headshots, me and John Dorf are tied. Melee kills goes to B. Jarkey. Deaths, we're all tied. Nobody died, thankfully. That'd be pretty embarrassing to die on a Tower 1. Upgrades received, 4 tied with B. Jarkey here. And then John Dorf's got the abilities used, of course. Fire accuracy, I've got that. That's because, quite frankly, I fired probably less than everybody else in here. And then pickup count is a John Dorf too. Anyway, Sneakies, I do hope you enjoyed this mission, and I hope you do tune in for the rest of these void missions, as well as the conclusion to this series, which is still going to be many, many episodes away. Make sure you don't forget to hit subscribe if you enjoy this series. The more likes we get, the faster these videos will keep pouring out. And also hit subscribe to become a Sneaky today, that way you don't have to miss another video in this series ever again. I also, of course, do want as many of you to appear in these videos as possible, so if you have any interest in being in any of them, just leave a comment down below and I'll definitely make it happen. And I will see you next time for some more Warframe on the PlayStation 4.